and Jasmine was living in Atlanta. His mama called me after 10 days of him being arrested. I'm calling her phone and calling her to see is he okay. Because I used to talk to him every other day. I'm calling, asking to see what she would answer her phone. Nobody would tell me what's going on until I called the uncle. And I said, what's going on with my son? I ain't heard from him in like a couple of days. So when he gets arrested, I didn't know anything about it. She called me. 10 days later, I called the brother and all the family to find out. She was trying to get him out of jail. She didn't want me to know he went to jail for what he went to jail for. But he didn't have a bond. Now go ahead, y'all. Give me to your box. We'll finish up when we get to your box. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to stop. I need to get to the box. No, he didn't have no bond. He didn't have a bond for 2 months. He didn't have a bond for 2 months. They did not give him a bond for 2 to 3 months. He had a bond of $100,000, and me and his mom had to come with $5,000 apiece. His bond was, go ahead, y'all, go ahead. We need y'all to go ahead, y'all. No, I ain't saying shit else until I get to the, no. Because I be sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours waiting on my boss. No, there's too many people in here for me not to be to my boss. Send them Tomcats over here. Honey, go over and send them over here, honey. Thomas said she's not going to tell me again to start the show. She's not going to tell me again to start the show. She said she ain't going to tell me again. And that's just like a daughter. That's just like a daughter. A daughter said, I ain't going to tell you again, Daddy, to start the show. That's my daughter over there. That's my daughter. That's my big fat daughter over there. I've never stopped hating Tommy. I still love Tommy, but I love Tommy from a distance. I never stopped hating Tommy. I didn't never really hate Tommy. I just hate what she did. But I don't hate Tommy. I love all humankind. So I called the brother. I called my ex-wife brother. And he got in touch with her, and she said, well, I'll call him. And so she said, he fine, I'll call. She called me 10 days later, a few days later, after I think it was like the 3rd day when I called her, because I hadn't heard from him or called them. But anyway, we're going to move on past that. Come to find out, when she called me, she said, well, he going to need a bond whenever we could get a bond. She said, he's in jail. Your son is in jail. And I asked her, what for? And she said, it's some serious charges. And she been explaining to me the girl and all this. She said that she believed that my son was set up. From what she was saying, she was thinking my son was set up. She was saying she was set up because she don't like Jazz. She didn't never like Jasmine. She didn't never like Jasmine. She said she believed Jasmine set her up. Set him up to go to jail when it comes to that little girl, because she didn't know the whole story. None of us knew the real story because we weren't there. We couldn't talk to him. We didn't know what was going on. We couldn't talk to him. We couldn't talk to him until after the first court procedure. He couldn't even call. He couldn't even get a phone call out. At least that's what she said. I don't know. But that was another thing too that I didn't agree with. I didn't believe either. So we come to find out, I went to the first court date that he had and thing. And they said, they gave me arraignment, and I'll never forget, the sodomizing and the rape and the charge they brought up for him in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? They brought them courts up. You can hear them saying these words. First kind of rape, sodomizing and all this. And my mind was like, my mind was wondering. I'm going to tell y'all something. My mind was like, what the fuck is it seemed like a dream. It seemed like a dream to me. Like, is we really going through this with our child? I'm really going through this shit. Like, to hear them charges, but like, that's serious. That's like life sentence shit to me. Many years. So I'm saying that I didn't know what to think, y'all. To be honest with you, I didn't know that to believe it. To believe what his mama was saying. I didn't believe nothing. I didn't know what to believe until I really got into the evidence. And so me and her waited 2 months. Instead of getting him a lawyer when we first got out of there, before we got him a lawyer, we was going we was deciding to get him a lawyer or get him out first. So we waited until he got a bond. His bond was like $100,000 because he had never been arrested before. It was higher than that. They had set it to $500,000, but then they reduced it down to $100,000, so we could pay the $10,000. Yeah, we paid $10,000 for him to get out. His mama went and got a loan for $5,000, and I sent $5,000 to her to get him out. I done $5,000 for him to get out. She got a loan from some kind of loan company, and she wanted me to pay it back. So I said, okay, do what you got to do. I'll pay the $5,000 and let me know the money that you got, and the money that I'm gonna give towards it, and this is where we're gonna get him out. She lied to him when she got him out of jail. She lied to him and said, your daddy, she didn't tell him your daddy gave him the money and helped me get you out of jail. She didn't tell him that. Now y'all see what kind of shit I was dealing with. She did not tell him that I helped get him out of jail. She was making him seem like your daddy wasn't there. Your daddy didn't do nothing. Your daddy didn't say anything. She was making it seem like it was all her. Like she always do. When I used to see him money and send him clothes and stuff, she never told him it was me. When I gave him money for them, when we were going through our stuff and our little issues, she never showed it was me. She always said it was her. She even tried to do the same shit when it came to Bellamy. She even tried to do the same shit when it came to Bellamy. I never get out. I paid for Bella whole thing because Bella needed a thing to sit, a monitor to go on her arm when she came home because she was preemie. We didn't trust her because Bella would stop cry and sometimes stop breathing. So we had to get a monitor. She lied about the monitor. I paid $500 for that. She lied about everything. Every money I sent her, she used to tell her it was her. So I stopped sending her money. I started giving her anything and started being the mediator because I noticed she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. She wanted the money to come through her to deal with Jasmine. She didn't want me dealing with Jasmine on no level. Or even dealing with my son when it came to money. Because she was money home. Because she would lie. She done went and brought groceries. I sent her my car information. She went and brought groceries in my name. She went and did a whole bunch of shit. Brought clothes. All kind of shit. I never said a motherfucking thing concerning it. I just told her to give it back. So I'm going to tell you what type of woman, a mother I was dealing with that was kind of enabling him. She was enabling Neil herself. She was enabling him lying and making it seem like it was her. Everything about now, he see it's not her because she won't feed his ass. She don't give him no food. She don't do nothing for him. So let me get back to the story. So the story started unfolding. So I'm come to find out as we do the discovery and do everything, ask for the rape kit to be pushed through. The lawyer that we had got asked for the rape kit to be pushed through, so they could find out whether positive or not positive. You know, it takes rape kits a long time to be processed. They processed it because it was a young girl. The rape kit came back that she had not been touched. The clothes came back that it was no. I didn't know what to think before that. Do you understand me? I didn't know what to think. I didn't know to think it was true or to think it was false. I didn't know what to believe. I didn't know what to believe. I want to believe my son hadn't did that, but I was not sure. I was puzzled. So when the rape kit came back, that it was nothing. And when the clothes came back, it was nothing. So my question was, why did y'all charge my son with these allegations? The little girl said, y'all said the little girl said that she was fornicated. She was penetrated. Y'all said the little girl said that he did whatever thing on the clothes that day or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. They took the clothes. They took everything. They examined her and everything. She had to go through all of that. So the lawyer started arguing with the prosecution, letting them know and the judge know if she was not touched and she was not this, where's all these allegations coming from of penetration? So how is we gonna say this report is right? So we went to find out. Then they went to dig it in, asking the counselor. She asked herself out. She said, I was not there during the time that he wrote that report. So they questioned the police officer. He said, that's what the little girl told me. So it was like he say, she say. But there was no other witness to prove that the little girl said this. So me as a father and a grandfather, I had access to the little girl. My motherfucking self. And also the little girl had been recorded again by the lawyer in another thing. They recorded her again saying that, making a story. And her story didn't seem like it was thing. She said it over. And we waited 2 more weeks and did the story again. She told the same story 3 times. And neither one of them was the story that was written down on that paper. And she still tells the same story until today. So that's when I said, I don't believe my son did anything. But it was some wrongdoing? Yes, I do believe it's some wrongdoing somewhere. Something was wrongdoing. I don't know if it was a baby mama trying to set him up. I don't know what the situation was. It was something wrong in the situation. Nobody wasn't telling me the truth. Do you understand me? I still think something was wrong in that situation. I think he touched her. No, I don't think he did that. But I do really think that something was wrong in that situation, because every time they would get in an argument of something like this, the baby mama used to always say, and he would always say, you set me up. And she was saying, you did this and you did this, and she set me up. Because that was always the question. Did she set him up? Did she coach her kids? Coach Kaylani to say this, but then Kaylani gets around the authorities and didn't say this. So I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't really know what was going on. I don't really know the story until today, the true story about none of it. But I do believe that it was something else that was said and done. But I don't think my son did anything. I just think he just got caught up. And he didn't want to tell me the real true story of what she did because they was together. Do you understand me? I don't think he wanted to tell me that she tried to set him up and all that because they was together. Because that's what he wanted. He wanted to be stupid. Because when the last baby was had died, I told him to leave her alone. Me and his mama both didn't want him with her. If you want to know the truth, we didn't want him with Jasmine. We didn't want him with Jasmine. At all. After the first baby had died. We didn't want him with Jasmine. It was something about that I just did not agree with. My spirit, I always tell him, my spirit don't agree with her. My spirit don't agree with this relationship. I tell him straight out of his mouth. My spirit don't agree with his mama told him. My spirit don't agree. So we stepped back from their relationship, and that's how this happened. So really, I don't know what. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't at the household. So in the household, all I could go in the story. Jasmine said he never was with the child by herself. But also it was a brother and his best friend staying there with him. His best friend was also in the household. All this happened. His best friend was in the household with him. And her brother was in the household with him. And she left them kids with her brother every day. Neil claimed he was not there, but on occasions he was there with the brother and his best friend with the children too. Later I found out. So my question, how can any of this even happen? You know, I was puzzled how all this could even happen around, you know, all these people being in the household. Everybody in the household together. So I decided just to say, I'm just going to believe my son where he said, Daddy, I promise I didn't do this. Me and him had a conversation. I asked him to his face. I said, son, did you do this? He said, no, Daddy. This is during the time he was going through the trial. He said, Daddy, I promise you to God, I didn't do it. I asked him over and over and over again. I looked him dead in his face. And I know my son lying or he telling the truth. He said, Daddy, I didn't have nothing to do with this at all. I said, I asked him, did she try to set you up? Then he paused. He said, Daddy, why would you ask me that question? Do you believe Johnson would try to set me up? I said, anything possible, son. I asked him all kind of questions. I asked him all kind of questions. I said, but you know, people now is going to say you're a child molester. Do you understand that? I said, people now, no matter what the world is saying, what your family is going to believe, and no matter what I believe or whoever believe, they're going to say you're a child molester. I said, don't you understand? I said, do you understand that? He said that, Daddy, but why? If I'm going to take it to trial and I'm not going to be convicted, I said, they're going to still say it, even if you don't get convicted because who I am as a father. I said, do you know your daddy big time influencer? I said, do you understand my platform? Do you understand who I am? He didn't know that. He didn't know to the extent who I was because I'm his daddy. You know, they don't know how famous that they don't know nothing about it because I kept him away from the internet. I kept him away from my platform. So he didn't know nothing. My family, my mama, nobody really got into my platform. He didn't know that it can affect me in this manner that it affected me once they found out. So what happened? We dug into the whole situation. I dug into it bad. I was cussing the attorney. I was cussing the judge. I was cussing. They almost gave me contempt of court. Which I almost went to jail. They put me in the back. They put me in the back. I almost went to jail at one of the hearings. Yes. So I'm gonna go on to say this. All the evidence came out. And all this, I fought with the judge and I said, my son ain't did a motherfucker thing. The evidence showed that she was never been touched. So why the fuck y'all gonna keep my son on this? You either gonna drop these motherfucking charges or bitch, we going to trial. So his ass, we got him to drop all the charges. But I didn't know they were gonna come with the cruelty towards child. Originally they said they were gonna drop it down and that he would just have some kind of something to work out. It was supposed to be a misdemeanor. It was supposed to have been a misdemeanor. They said, well, we're gonna give him a misdemeanor charge of something. Because he didn't do something. Because of the picture that was in the phone. The picture that was in the phone. They found a picture of the little girl behind in the phone. That's the only thing they could ever say because he had a picture of her in his phone because the baby mama. That I believe was a setup. Why would you take a picture of a ringworm on her ass in his phone? Why would you use his phone? Why would you use his phone? That's the question I want to know. Why would you use his phone? Why would you use his phone? That's the question I had. And me and his mama had the same thing. And we always said that the person tried to set him up. Now, me and his mama discussed behind the scenes, and we and her used to always discuss it, that he was set up. And I put this on Bella Life. We always ask the question of why the picture was in the phone. He didn't even know it was in there. I don't think he remember. He even told them that the picture was in the phone. That's why he messed himself up at. That's why they arrested him, because he told them the picture was in the phone. He told them himself that the picture was in the phone. But he never told them that he took it. He said, my baby mama took a picture of my phone, but that's my phone. So you know what they got them, that was child pornography. That's how they tried saying child pornography because it's in the phone. Because you can't put I'm telling you now, don't take no picture of your kids naked in your phone for nothing. It's child pornography. They took a picture of the ringworm to show the doctor. That's what she claimed. Now, this is what the baby mama said. Now, she took the picture of the ringworm to show the doctor. So, again, that's the situation. And I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave that situation like that. I'm going to leave it just like that. I left it like that. But did we think it was a setup? We did think it was a setup for a long time. But let it go down the path. So I'm taking up for him as a father should do. This is when Tommy K and them, I told Jasmine, don't come to this live. She said, at first she started confronting me. I'm telling you, it was one of her best friends that used to watch me on Bigo. Now we go forward to Bigo. After the charges, after the conviction and all this. After all that was thing, because I don't want to get into the answers of that. I already told y'all about how I acted crazy and I didn't accept that shit, and all that. Jasmine, the crazy baby mama. The crazy motherfucking baby mama. Let's put it like that. The crazy motherfucking baby mama. She had a best friend. The dude, y'all remember the best friend that started like a Jamaican, the Jamaican bitch that was on here. That she said she was living with and all this. You remember I told you it was her best friend on here. Her best friend at the time. Knew Ashley. Her name was Ashley. But she was dealing with China Red Ashley. And she was telling Jasmine every time I went live. She would tell Jasmine I was talking about her. She would tell them, I used to brag on my kids at that time. Y'all remember I used to brag and nobody knew anything. I used to always say my child is good and make them look good in the light of y'all. Every time I used to brag on them, she used to go back and tell them negative shit that I was talking about her. And talk about her children. So Jasmine decided one day, because let me tell you what they used to do. They used to try to come confront. They used to try to confront me concerning Bigo. Jasmine used to tell Neil that I was talking about her on Bigo. So my son used to call me, questioning me concerning what she said. I said, look here, I don't have no reason to talk about it. I said, Don't question me concerning Bigo. If I don't say nothing good about you motherfuckers, don't do it. They ain't got no receipts to tell you, don't come to me. So she kept doing it. The bitch kept doing it. The bitch kept doing it. The best friend of Jasmine. This how this shit started. It would never got to Bigo. If it was not for Jasmine's best friend. Jasmine's best friend Ashley went to China Red. Then China Red started talking to Jasmine. So Jasmine comes up on China Red live one day and shocks me. Everybody said, your baby mama, your grandkids mama, your grandchild mama is on live with Ashley. I know this bitch ain't, I know this bitch ain't motherfucking live with Ashley. Baby, when she went live with Ashley, I got in motherfucking rage, bitch. Y'all remember? When I looked over there and seen that bitch in the live with Ashley on that motherfucker panel, I got in motherfucking rage. I said, you bitch. I told you not to come in this motherfucking app, and that's the wrong person you could ever talk to on this motherfucking app ever. Then I went off. I said, bitch, y'all gonna make me tell CPS on you motherfuckers. Because really, them kids ain't supposed to be down there around no motherfucker body or nobody else, bitch, at this time while this case is motherfucker going on. And that's what I said, bitch. I meant what I said at that particular time. And that's when everybody started thinking I slipped and said out of anger. So, oops, it woke up all the shit. But if it was not for that best friend being the devil in the baby mama I told him he shouldn't be with. The baby mama that I didn't want him to have no babies from. The baby mama that I was really not loving. I grew to love I grew to love her. I grew to love her after the fact. But I do know how she manipulates and lie. Right along with him. Both of them are lying. They'll go and say, your daddy said this. He'll say, I said this. I never said a motherfucking thing. I was trying to put me in the middle of their bullshit. They were always trying to put me in the middle of their bullshit. Every other week, I was in the middle of their bullshit. She said, I said this, he said it. She would always confront me concerning something he said. He would always confront me about something she said. Asking me questions. I told them one time, I'm not in y'all motherfucking business. All I'm going to be here for my motherfucking grandkids. Don't put me in y'all shit. And I said, motherfucker, you in here. Don't put me in your shit. So when they broken up, when the shit hit the ceiling and when he started realizing who the fuck she was, and when they broken up, they were still trying to put me in their bullshit. But me, I'm dealing with big old shit. Now, trying to fit and still make stuff look good. Make everything peaches and roses for you all. Trying to make my life, trying not to know people know what's going on behind the scenes. He tried to kill her ass. I almost got killed, breaking up their motherfucking shit. I got stuck in between a car and the goddamn thing when he pulled back the car and they motherfucker how this is a fight. They used to fight all the time. She locked the babies up in the house because he was going to try to take the babies. I went through all kind of shit. I had to get that nigga car fixed because he don't slam the door. Girl, I went through all kind of shit. Had to slam his ass down. Had to slam his ass down because he was in there fighting Jasmine, taking the phones and shit, kicking her, doing all kind of shit. Girl, it was so much shit. Girl, I went down there to jump on his ass. I had to jump on him to snatch his ass up out the house. A lot of people call me talking about leave them out of it. I ain't leaving nobody out of nothing. The shit would never ever got this far if it was not for you all. I'm not saying nothing. You gonna mess around, you ain't gonna have your children. You mess around, I go and take Bella in Jair. Now keep listen to that. I will take Bella in Jair. Mess around, Neil will be in jail and you'll be in jail too. Because further, you weren't supposed to have no babies from him again. Let's get into that. Now call me again and you won't have Jair or Bella. Call me again. And go on Big O to say anything you motherfucker want to say. And I'm warning you, call me again. You won't have Bella or Jair. I'll call CPS today. The shit y'all don't did. Bitch, get the fuck out of my motherfucking face. You been lucky you still got Bella and Jair. Now call me a motherfucker again in the middle of my conversation, you or him. I'll put his ass in prison and put your ass in jail, bitch. Don't you motherfucker do it today. Keep playing with me. I know more than anybody motherfucker know about your situation and all the situations. Play with me again, bitch, and I'm telling you. I'm telling you all. You and Neil both. Today, I'm going to put his ass in prison, and today, I'm going to take my grandchildren, and I'm going to send your ass to jail, bitch, and I'm not going to lie. Play with me both, because you sick anyway for laying up with his motherfucking ass after you say after all this motherfucking allegation against every motherfucking thing, all of y'all sick as fuck. Get the fuck out of my motherfucking face, bitch. And I meant what the fuck I said. Now play with me if you want to. Play with me if you want to. Bella and Jair won't be in your custody. I have custody of Bella and Jair. And I promise you that I got the address to where you stay at right now. Don't you motherfucker play with me. Play with me if you want to. Today is the motherfucking day, bitch. Play with me. You and him both. Play with me today. I'm gonna tell his ass too. He'll be in motherfucking jail too, because y'all weren't even supposed to have kids the motherfucker together ever again. He wasn't supposed to even be around Kaylani. He was around Kaylani, goddammit. Now play with me. Motherfucker. Play with me. Y'all fucking and having motherfucking fun and pleasure. You a worthless piece of mother, bitch. Don't get it, you worthless. pop charts. Don't fucking play with me, because I'm not the one today. Give a fuck about you blocking me, block me. I ain't baby thirsty over now another motherfucker baby, bitch. But I'll tell you one thing, I take belly and Jair from your ass. You better motherfucker run before you know it. Because, bitch, I'm in the motherfucker mood today, bitch. I call the police on you and him. His ass is go to prison for the rest of his motherfucking life fucking around with me, bitch. Don't you ever. He on motherfucker probation. And I meant what the fuck I said. Play with me, bitch, if you wanna. It's gonna get dirty.